guys, it's Allison here from Club Pilates Valerico and Lakeland. So glad to be with you again here today. So for today's class, I'm going to be using a foam roller. So maybe you have one of these at home and maybe you do not. For the whole first part of it, the foam roller is going to be giving us a little bit more instability, and that's something that we have to kind of work against to find a little bit more recruitment of the abdominal support, a little bit more work into it. You can do all these exercises in the first part without the foam roller, just on the mat also. For the second part of it, I'm using the foam roller for a little bit of release work, so kind of like our restore class at Club Pilates, which feels really great with all kind of the stress and tension of everything that's kind of going on right now. So if you don't have one of these, they're easy to get on Amazon, and probably about $25 or so on there. I also have a smaller version of that. This would work fine for the whole release part of the second part of that. So a smaller version of that, if you have that at home, that will also work for the second section. So we're going to start on the roller if you have it. If not, you're just going to come lying down on the mat. So if we're on that roller, you're going to come sitting right at this front end of it. You're going to slowly walk yourself coming lying all the way on back, spine line against it. So you should have enough room head to tail to fit your whole spine on there. And if you feel like you don't, then you probably have a little bit more room at that front end. So kind of feel out where you are there in space. So I'm lying at that there, right with my spine. Now if you don't hold the roller, you're just lying on your back on the mat. We're letting the pelvis start with a little rock. The roller is just giving me a little bit more sense of movement of my pelvis here in space. So I'm exhaling, scooping that pelvis back to our posterior scoop. Inhale, rocking it forward. Just our nice pelvic rock, scooping back to that posterior scoop. I have something to press into that roller, that low lumbar, and then let it release past neutral, a little bit of an arch. And I'm breathing with that. So exhale, scooping back. Inhale, rocking forward. My hands can just come gently lying by the side. I'm breathing with that movement. Exhale and inhale. Now one of the things the roller is really great here, just lying on it, it gives a nice decompression of the spine. So already it's kind of giving a little bit more space. For that, I have a chance to kind of really drop my shoulders open, gives a nice little pec opening with my arms dropped open to the side. I'm going to find my neutral pelvis from here. I want to let my hands help to assess it. So hip bones and pubic bone in that flat plane, natural curve, that low lumbar. I'm going to settle here in my neutral. So taking a nice deep inhale, get that expansiveness through the rib cage, and that exhale is connecting and supporting, maintaining our neutral. I'm going to let my hands come on up, and I'm going to take some little shoulder shrugs. Lift my fingers up to the ceiling, and now I have something to move against. I'm going to squeeze those shoulder blades in towards the roller, lifting up and squeezing back. Now you can do this on the mat, you're just not getting maybe quite as much range, but it still feels good to get that mobility and movement. Fingers lift up and shoulder blades hug in. Let's do two more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And let those arms take a little inhale, reaching back, taking a circle. Those palms face up, circle those arms around, gathering into the hips. Now if you're on the roller, you have a little more sense of that range. So as those palms face up, you can come a little bit below that side line, adding into that sense of stretch and openness to that front of the chest line. Inhale those arms back. Exhale, big sweeping circle. Let's do that one more time. Inhale those arms back. Exhale, sweeping circle. And let those arms come. They're going to take a low V here. So nice wide kind of platform of the arms. And then if you're on that roller, you know those elbows bend slightly to come a little bit more kind of stable. So the wider my base of support here, a little bit more stable it's going to make me. If you feel like you want more work out of it, you can narrow those hands, and that shortening that base of support is going to be a little more challenging. So we're going to move into our leg lifts into our tabletop. So nice deep inhale. We're moving on that exhale as we draw on that core support. We're letting that right leg come on up. Inhale, exhale, that right leg coming on down. Inhale, prepare, exhale, that left leg come on up. Inhale, exhale, that leg on down. Now if you're on that roller, you can kind of feel a little shift of that roll. What I try to do is try to keep it as still as possible. So as one leg lifts, try not to make any shift. You have all that stability, inner thigh, outer thigh, abdominal support. Inhale and exhale down. Inhale, exhaling up. Inhale. Inhale, exhaling down. We're gonna let that right leg come to tabletop, and it's gonna stay in tabletop here. So feel that sense of our grounding support through that left leg. Weight through that foot pyramid there, heel to big toe to pinky toe, all equal weight. Nice deep inhale. On our exhale, we're taking a toe tap of that right, tapping down on that exhale. Inhaling up, we're maintaining that spine to pelvic stability. Exhale that leg down. Inhale it up. Now if you're on that roller, you want a little bit more work out of it, you're gonna see you can take that opposite arm. So it'll be that left arm, either at a hover, so you can catch the floor if you need it, or coming, you're feeling super secure, reaching right up towards the ceiling here. We're trying to keep that squareness of our box, of our torso, shoulder to shoulder, hip to hip. Moving slow with that work, slow on that exhale. We're gonna add a little single leg stretch here. So now that right leg is gonna reach straight on out. Exhale it away, exhale it away. And if you have that arm on up, and you can, you're gonna add the arm to the movement. So you're gonna let that arm extend back as that leg extends forward, and both come to meet back in center. Exhale, and inhale. Exhale, and inhale. One more, exhale, and inhale. Let that right leg come down, and the left leg come down to place. Nice deep inhale. On that exhale, that left leg comes up to tabletop. Nice deep inhale. We just start with that left leg, couple toe taps, exhaling down, inhaling up. Bringing in that stability. If you can, you're gonna take that opposite arm, reach it up, toe tap it down with the left, just maintain that reach of the arm, either at a hover or if those fingertips reaching up towards the ceiling. One more here with our toe tap. Good. Then we add that single leg reach with the left leg, reach it out. Inhale it in, exhale and reach. Inhale it in. That arm's gonna see if it can take that oppositional reach, and they both come up to meet. Moving nice and slow and controlled, no extra wavers. Inhale it in, exhale away. Inhale it in, exhale away. Inhale it in. And let that arm and leg come down to place. A little pause here. So nice deep inhale. On our exhale, we're going to take a little nod and curl. Head, neck, and shoulders. Take a little curl. Those arms can float on up. And let that release on down. Nice deep inhale. And exhale, nod and curl. Head, neck, and shoulders. Keep that length to the back of the neck. Don't crane the neck. Hang it back. Feel that movement through the softening of the sternum, softening of that rib cage. Release it down. Nice deep inhale. And exhale and curl. Feel that sense of those back ribs opening into the roller and releasing down. Nice deep inhale. Exhale and curl. Good. And let that release. We're going to add that curl, that flexion of the spine, into our oppositional leg. So nice deep inhale. On that exhale, that right leg come back to tabletop. Nice deep inhale. If you can, you're adding that opposite arm, reaching on up. So extend that right leg. We're going to let the arm and leg again find that oppositional reach away. So they're going to reach away on that inhale. On that exhale, you're going to let that curl and see if you can come to reach across. Little twist across. You're reaching across that opposite thigh. And reach it away. Inhale. And exhale, reach it up and across. And inhale, extending away. And exhale, reach it up and across. Inhale, reach it away. And exhale, up, across. One more inhale. And exhale, up and across. And let the upper body come on down. Pause there with that arm reaching up. Exhale and rotate that leg. So just moving the leg here, trying to keep that upper body nice and stable. Small little leg circle. Tracing the energy up those toes, shining up towards the ceiling. And let that reverse. Hard to keep that stability. Hone that stability. All those grounded parts. Exhale in with that abdominal support. And with that pause, bend that knee. Arm and leg come on down. Taking the other side. Nice deep inhale. Exhale that left leg on up. Opposite arm to reach. Extend through that left leg. Both arm and leg. Lever away on the inhale. On the exhale, reaching up the leg and across. Inhale those limbs away. Exhale. Up, across. Inhale, reach away. Exhale, up, cross. Inhale, reach away. Exhale, up, cross. Inhale, reach away. Exhale, up, across. One more. Inhale, reach away. Exhale, up, across. Reach those limbs away. Bring that knee on in and extend that leg on up. We almost forgot our leg circles here. Inhale, then exhale, slight external rotation. Exhale, out and around. Little small circle. And we reverse, across, down, around, and up. Pause, bend that knee back to parallel, arm and leg, come all the way on down. Hands are rooted. Nice deep inhale. On our exhale, little articulating bridge here. Exhale, scooping those abdominals. Lifting on up, grounding down, heel to ball toe, big toe, little toe. Nice deep inhale. Use that roller. Feel that articulation of that spine, broadening through the shoulder blades, rib cage, low lumbar, and pelvis. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, scooping those abdominals back, articulating and lift. Might not feel like you have much range here, but just feeling that sense of that mobility. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, scoop, articulate, lift, and nice deep inhale and exhale, articulate that on down. Last one, nice deep inhale, exhale, scoop, and lift, and articulate that way on down. Find that neutral pelvis, nice deep inhale. On the exhale, right leg comes to tabletop. Nice deep inhale, let that left leg come to join into our tabletop. Feel that sense of stability, abdominal support. Open through those collarbones, rooted down to those palms. Alternating toe taps, inhale on that exhale, right leg levers and up. Exhale, left and up. Exhale, right and up. Exhale, left and up. And up. And one more each side. And up. And left. Both legs lever. Exhale, down and up. Find your range that you can support. Pause those legs in our tabletop. I'm going to see if I can add my curl here. You're welcome to keep that head down if that's your best option. Here's that curl. I'm going to see I take a little single leg extend to reach and in. Exhale and reach and in. One more each side and reach and in. And a reach, and those legs on in. Exhale that right leg down. Exhale that left leg down. Head comes down, nice deep inhale. Slowly let that roll over one side of the roller there. Let it come on out. Carefully coming on off. And we'll let that come around. So now the roller's coming at the front of the mat here. I'm going to place my feet on top of it. My feet are really pretty close to the pelvis here. I'm going to use this for a little work into my bridge. So this time I'm going to take a levered bridge. My feet are on top, so it gives that little bit of instability. Now, if you're doing it here on the mat without the roller, feet just grounded right in line with those sits bones. Arms are long by your sides, spiral those collarbones open. Nice deep inhale. On that exhale, levering that pelvis on up. So in one motion, lift those hips up to the sky. Squeeze those glutes from underneath. I'm on the arches of the feet on the roller. If you're on that roller, you're taking a little forward and back. Small little motion, forward and back. That movement forward and back doesn't disrupt that connection of that pelvis. Squeeze those glutes. It's going to work into those hamstrings, so feel that work of those hamstrings. If you're on the mat, you're just rocking your weight, ball the foot to heel. Ball the foot to heel. Starting to feel the fire. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to neutral. Neutral ankle there. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, slowly lever that spine on down. One more time. Nice deep inhale, long with those arms, spiral those collarbones open. Exhale, lift that pelvis on up, grounding down to those arches of the feet. Let that weight shift, a little forward and back. Inhale, exhale. 4, 3, 2, more of a neutral ankle there. Nice deep inhale. On that exhale, whole spine, creases of the hips. Find that length all the way on down. Get a little hug of those knees into the chest. Grab on behind the legs, extend that nice hamstring length. Let that open. And roll over to your side to come on up. We're going to come now bringing it behind us here. So we're going to come to a little hover knees. So this you can also do just on the balls of feet, those hands planted, either fully extended arms if you can. If not, come down to those forearms. We're just going to come to hover those knees. I'm going to use the roller here. So I'm putting it underneath my ankles. I'm setting up those arms, shoulders wide. On that exhale, either pressing down, staying on those balls of feet, or just lifting those knees coming on up. So here I am, drawing in that core support. I'm feeling those shoulders wide in the back. Starting a little protraction, retract those shoulder blades, squeeze together, and they widen on the back. Squeeze and widen. Squeeze. One more, and I'm going to keep those shoulders, find that width on the back. Keep that long neck emerging out from that strong shoulder girdle. From here, I'm going to walk those hands forward. My legs are going to stay where they are. I'm going to walk, my legs are going to extend out. And then walk back, keep that hover. Hands walk forward and walk back. Walk forward, walk back, walk forward. Hold that position out there. Up and in with that abdominal support. 4, 3, 2. Strong to that center. So let that flag. Coming on back. On tops of the feet, let that lengthen on back. Little child's pose. Stretch on back. Heavy head. Nice deep inhale. Nice full exhale. Good. Now you're welcome to do that one more time if you want. Always pause the video and get in an extra set. We're going to go into our Swan extension here. So now we're going to use that roller. And we're going to come lying down onto our stomachs. Those arms are going to come wider than the shoulder base, kind of as wide as they can, kind of on the roller. And you know that forehead just come down to rest. So the roller is just going to give me a little bit of mobility. And I'm just going to start as I'm here lying down, letting those shoulders lift towards the earlobes, and then settling those shoulders back into the back. Roll it forward, shoulders lift. Exhale, shoulders root. Shoulders lift and shoulders root. Now keep those shoulders into the back. Check into that pelvis. Root that pubic bone down. Give that tailbone a nice reach towards the heels. Nice deep inhale. On your exhale, press down and start to grow that swan extension on up. So I'm just using a little pressure down. My arms are staying straight. I'm keeping that length at the back of the neck, floating on up. I let it lengthen back on out. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, plug those shoulders into the back. Press down and lift. And lower back on out. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, plug those shoulders. Press down and lift. And lower it down. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, plug those shoulders. Press down and lift. Now pause in that swan extension. Connect those legs up. Float them up. Connect them into the back. Now we're going to keep that connection of those legs and upper back. And we're going to take a little rock and roll here. So a little rock forward, those legs lift, and then I press down to those arms, my back lifts. But I don't lose that connection between the legs and the back. Lift, legs lift, and upper back lifts. Rock and roll, and lift, legs lift, and upper back lifts. One more, and legs lift, and upper back lift. And let the whole thing come on down. Release that roller for a moment there and press it on back. Taking a child's pose, rounded curl, nice deep inhale, and nice full exhale. Nice deep inhale, and rounding up our curl through our exhale. So we're going to take our leg pull back. We're going to use that roller here. Now if you don't have the roller, you can either come down to the forearms or you're on the extended arms here by your side. That can be a lot of wrist work. If you don't have any wrist issues, give that challenge for the wrist, but if it feels like it's too much, you can come down to those forearms. So we're going to come with the legs extended forward onto the roller here. So the arms are going to come to either side. Fingers are facing forward ideally, but if that feels better for your wrist, to take them to the side or to the back. Feel what's going to be best for you. So first I'm connecting into that shoulder girdle. Collarbones rooting down into those lats. Pressing down, I'm gonna send that roller forward as I lift my pelvis on up. So here's our leg. My gaze is looking straight forward, so I don't have any craning of the neck there. Just straight forward, nice and relaxed. I'm feeling that strong shoulder growth pressing away. Good. Now, as we're here, you can take a little lift of one leg if you can. A little test. One more each side. And let that come on down. Give a little shake out to those wrists. Let's try that again. We're going to take with a little bit more mobility with the roller. Now, if you're on that, don't have the roller, you're just going to stay with that same thing. Press, find that lift of the pelvis, alternating those legs. Here we go. So with the roller, have a little bit more mobility. We start the same. Left, both legs are going to stay down though. This time we're going to take a little scoop of those abdominals. Scoop so much that you're going to keep that pelvis at a hover as you draw back. And then pressing back on out, lift, squeeze those glutes. And hollow it, scoop it, lift it up and back. And press it forward. So if you do two more, scoop, lift, hover. And press it forward. One more, scoop, lift, hover. And forward. And let that release. Give a shake out to those wrists. Okay, we're going to finish our work up here with our side plank. So again, find whatever modified version. If you're not using the roller, you can come, those legs are stacked, you can come onto the forearm, or you can come to that fully extended arm. You can take your little kickstand version, whatever feels best. Because I have the roller, I'm going to let those legs come on. The higher you supported up the leg, the more it's going to help you with the work of it. The closer it is down towards the ankles, a little bit more you're supporting your own body weight a little bit more. So kind of find where you want it to be there. I'm going to go into my forearm because my wrist feels okay, but I'm going to give you that option. And we're going to connect down through those legs, up with that pelvis, up with that oblique support. Stacking that shoulder right over that forearm. Here's my support. Now if you're with both legs extended here, see if you can let that top leg take a little lift and lower. Don't lose that pelvic to oblique support. I almost did as I was saying it. A few more. And let that release on down. I'm going to change it to the other side. Find your placement. When you're ready, press down to lift. Be where that support is. If you need to use this front hand, use it there. If not, take it somewhere where you feel challenged. And lift and lower that up top leg if you can. Four, three, two, one, and let it come on down. Okay, great job, guys. So that was our workout. Now we're gonna get a little release. So you can use the smaller roller if you have it. We're gonna come letting the roller come right behind the neck here. So just letting it be like your pillow, supporting the neck, and just starting with a little soft, gentle rock of that neck side to side. Feeling like you're giving all of your weight, all of that heaviness of the head into the roller. And you're going to stay over to the right and just going a little small up and down. And that gaze look back and down. Honing on into any spot that feels extra tender. Small little turn as I'm staying over here to the right, or small little circles if I was drawing a circle with my nose on in this right side space. I'm going both directions, so I'm reversing it, reversing the circle. And then I'm pausing it, turning it to the left, doing the same thing on the left, starting a little up and down. Let that roller really settle into the side of the neck. Starting a little small circle. And then letting that reverse. come to stillness. Let that come back to the center. One more pass, right to left. And coming back to center. So I'm going to come on up, grabbing the back of my thighs. I'm going to let my roller come behind my mid-back here. So I'm going to let my hands support my head. And I'm just taking a little steam rolling over the shoulder blades, about to mid-rib cage here. First, kind of centered on the back. Seeing if I notice anything, any extra tension. And then I'm going to let it rock over to the right. So I have a little twist over to the right. Now my pelvis, if you can't see, is a little bit of a hover. So I'm using my feet and the roller, and that pressure on the roller to go back and forth. So I'm going over my right shoulder blade. And I'm feeling for any tension points. And I'm going to stay with a little smaller range over those. Little extra tension or a small little extra rotation. So you're going to let that come to, it feels like it's right at the back of the armpit there. You're going to let that pelvis come down for a moment. And now you're going to let it rock so it's right at that armpit. And then you're going behind it. Posterior joint capsule. A little forward, twisting into it, and the armpit down to the roller, and then into the back of it. So you're right in that crease. There's definitely more tension in the back side of it. That's the posterior joint capsule. A lot of muscles connecting into there. So little small range forward and back, little small range side to side. Feel it out. Then do the same thing on the other side. So first we're letting it rotate and just going over that left shoulder blade. Nice big sweep to about mid-rib cage. Feeling where any tender spots are. I'm giving that a little extra tension. And then coming to that back of the armpit, I'm letting my pelvis come down and I'm just letting it rotate forward and back. Towards that armpit and then back of that posterior joint capsule. Find where it's most tender, a little smaller range forward and back, really letting that roller settle into the belly of the muscle. Small range side to side. Make sure you're breathing. Really letting that exhale breath out, release that tension. And let that come back. Center, so I'm going to come on off the roller from there. I'm going to come seated on top of it. My hands are going to be behind me. So again, I'm going over the sacrum. I'm starting with a forward and back, just kind of centered over the sacrum there. Just feels like a gentle massage for the sacrum. And then I'm letting it rotate to the right, getting into the glutes. So at the top of the hip, to about mid-glute there. And then pause about halfway there on the pelvis and taking a little, like we did at the shoulder girdle here, a little forward and back into my twist. Right over that piriformis. Feel where it's most tight. Stay over that with a little smaller forward and back. A little more gentle twist, twist. There's a lot of good spots usually in our glutes, so investigate, stay here as long as you feel like you need to. Going to the other side. So on that left side, I'm in the belly of the muscle there, fuller range, up and down, so that from that top of the hip to that greater trochanter, staying just behind the greater trochanter, in the belly of the muscle. Nice deep inhale and exhale. I'm going to come about middle of the pelvis there, smaller range forward and back. And rotate. Feel where it feels the tightest, smaller range, find a little pinpointed spot. Usually there's several. back center and coming up to seated. So we're gonna let that come onto our right side. Now I want you to kind of feel out the side seam of where your pants is. We're not gonna stay on that direct side seam. We're gonna come a little forward of that. So our outer quad. So I'm using my hands here on my forearms, and I'm forward of that side seam. I'm starting just below the greater trochanter, that's bony side bone there, and I'm going halfway down the quad line, that outer quad. Again, this area has a lot of good spots in it, usually, so investigate where it feels tightest for you, and you can stop on a couple different spots, a little smaller range, up and down, and then adding that side to side. So you're going in both directions, or up with the fibers and then across the fiber of the muscles. So then you're going to start about mid-quad, mid-outer quad, and you're going all the way down just above the knee. So we're not going over bones, we're staying in the belly of the muscle. We're starting about mid-outer quad and now going just above that side of the knee. Again, usually a lot of good spots. So take as much time here as you need. Smaller range. Breathe into it. And then we're going to take either side. So if you need, you can stop the video as you need and take more time. We're coming to start at that upper outer quad, so in front of that side seam, just below the greater trochanter. Going midway down the outer quad. Find your pinpointed spot. Stay over it, side to side, forward and back. And then from that mid-quad, going down just above the knee. Staying in front of the side seam. Smaller range. Okay, so now we're going to get a little more of the center quads here. So we're going to come little army crawl like, coming just at the top, just below the pubic bone. Little army crawl here at the arms. So I'm just starting kind of on both legs, going a little forward, full sweep, kind of just above the knee there, and then back. Army crawl forward and back. You're going to get a little bit more work out of it. You're going to stack one leg on the other. Forward and back. Now if it feels too much and you stack the legs, you can kind of bring both legs down. Just lean it slightly. Only give as much body weight as you feel like you can handle. Find any pinpointed spot, smaller range. You can do the same thing on the other side. Lean into it. If you can, you're stacking those legs. Full sweep there. Feeling the pinpointed spots that are the tightest. Small forward and back. Side to side. Find those knees coming on off. Good, we're going to come seated. Last one here, getting a little into our calf muscle there. So I'm going to stack those legs. I'm going to start with one leg there. I'm going to use my hands for support here. And you might not even need much of the weight of that leg. You can even stay down here and just go a little side to side, little forward and back. If it's too much for your wrist, just do as much as you can. I'm already feeling a lot there. Investigate that spot. Let that top leg give as much pressure as you need. Breathe into it. And then changing sides. Use that pressure of that top leg. Starting with a fuller general sweep. Investigating where it's tightest. Staying on that pinpointed spot. Letting that come on off. So hopefully that gave you a nice little release in this tense time that we have going on here. You're welcome to do the whole first part without the roller and then try it with the roller and see how much more work that gives you as far as finding that stability. But I wish you all health and happiness. Have a good day.